until the start of the game. Would you like to jump on board with anyone in particular?
Who would I like to jump on board with? I'd like to go on board with whoever's playing baby steps for Fable. So I'm not actually completely sure who it is. So we'll see from the overlet. So who's going to run towards that? It might be Phelpsy. I'm not 100%.
We'll just follow him in, shall we?
I think it's Sammy, actually.
Sammy is going to jump in. He's going to fight against RMJ. RMJ, always quick off this spawn. Looks like he's giving the first spawn every time.
That's a roll.
Oh, and coming in. There's a lot of action going on in this platform fight, as you said. Looks to be that the teams are fighting on this middle platform rather than around the pillars of B at this opening strat. See a double cap going to come in for, actually a triple cap going to come in for Cog here for Fable. Primey doing his best just to hold Phelpsy away from his ring, but the team have rotated, and it's going to be a big ask here to kind of clean things up. No, that's going to be the first round very, very quick. 47 seconds in Fable's favour. What do you reckon to that?
Yeah, so dominating start, basically what majority of people would expect from Fable. So Phelpsy's come in 3 kills, he's just cleaned them off the plat, especially after they lost the member first, didn't they, on the hill. So I think it was Sam who actually died first, and then Phelpsy's come through, he's just gone bit bap bop, he's wiped them off, he was fighting another guy, he's decided to rotate off, just go straight to the enemy home hill. He knows that his team's behind him, they're going to be able to pick up the kill there, and yeah, they've just been able to walk away with the 3 cap. So it's a great start, really. Basically, we'll just see if Fable it's basically going to be, there's a mix of a few things. So Fable could be like, wow, that was way too close, let's just actually shut up shop and just get this done. Or DZ could also be like, wow, I can't believe how close we were, blah, 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 I can't believe we lost. They could just be sitting on tilt. Or it could just be Fable are still, they're going to play better, and then DZ, if DZ are able to keep up the same momentum that they had from the last game, then we're in for a game. If not, then I just don't want to see like a slaughter now.
Yeah, I agree. It doesn't deserve a slaughter after that first map. We did see Phelpsy coming up into this large platform area at the top here against Primary. Primary will drop. Looks like Phelpsy has got a nice shot there on RMJ. RMJ drops, looking for the triple. He's got some damage down. We do see DZ picking up a couple of kills over at the B area, so they are going to take the 2 hill advantage to start, but map advantage, I'd say, in Fable's favour. It's a nice trade of power. Like you said earlier, 2 opening strats, both teams deciding to play it slightly differently. One team favouring the heavy end of the plat, the pit end of the plat, one team favouring the pier end. We see Fable retreating back to their home hill as they regather. Going to go for a pit take, it looks like. And we'll jump on board as they rotate around this bottom area of the map. Looking to play home hills by the looks of things rather than go up and fight that B hill. Just establishing a little bit of control, I think, here.
Yeah, this looks like they're slowly making their way around. So we've seen this push time and time again. The teams that we're watching perform it before, when it was Radiant against OBM, they wasn't able to actually do it successfully on any attempt that they tried. So let's see what the boys in blue are able to do.
Yeah, we see J Rage coming up to pick up that 1 kill. He has seen the second swarm there on the end of the truck. He will fall as well. That's RMJ dropping. In the meantime, Brazil picking up a couple of kills. We see the retake coming on B. There is a man up the middle, like you said earlier. Got to watch that guy flanking through that opening there. Brazil taking a lot of damage, and I think he's going to drop as well shortly. I mean, this is going to be a nice play to come out. But triple cap flashing up. Points lead ticking up as well. About 50 points, 60 points in the favour of DZ right now. The breaks will come out though, so it's not sticky situation for Fable just yet, but it's heading that way. They're looking. They're going to have to look for this break at least to try and force the point lead back in their favour. Maybe even a triple cap at this point. J-Rage will fall. He's going to get the revive, but yeah, nice opening play from DZ to get this point lead here.
Yeah, so technically, in theory, mathematically, they're going to sit back on the lead, but that's probably what they are going to do, because you don't want to push in towards the hill and just all die from the push. Really, I don't like sitting back on one hill, but they've got no other choice, and here comes the fight. J-Rage has been taken out straight off the bat. Now it's RMJ, doesn't want to get himself in a bad position, but Phelpsy's fallen. They just need to take their time and kill out Sammy K. Sammy's actually fallen down as well, so that's 4 down. Hydra and the last man alive for Fable, and it looks like DZ are just going to be able to see this round through, especially with the spawn timers as well.
It does look pretty secure. I mean, still need 7 seconds yet, but they're not going to be able to get over to that home hill in time, I don't think. Not even to this B hill. Nice, a round going over in DZ's favour. 1-1 here. Looks to be more of the same. Nice close fight, nice interesting fight, and DZ coming out on top once again. Good action so far. Good action so far. Damn, not disappointing.
Yeah, it's been a really good game so far. So, well, we've had Reclaim 7-6. We've had this game so far, so around a piece. Want to see what Fable are looking to put down. Maybe, so I know Phelpsy likes his instinct, but maybe something like Hammer Burst, Bolt Shot. So, look, yeah, Hammer Burst has been placed down. So it's just basically just your normal weapon, isn't it? Really, it's just another primary, really. But you can definitely use it in certain scenarios, and it's going to be better for you than a Lancer. Obviously, it's like 4 bursts to the head or something, and they're down. It's 3 bursts, I think. 3 bursts to the head and they're down. But to see what the strats they've got to start themselves up. So it looks like 1 plat, 1 baby stairs, and yeah, and a couple, 2 or 3 over towards B. It's RMJ again. He's getting onto those baby stairs so fast.
Yeah, he is getting everywhere so quick. He seems to have his routing perfectly, but he does take a lot of damage. Phelpsy taking out primary up at the far end of the platform. That'll speed a push here from Brazil. Brazil takes a big chunk in the back. I mean, I wouldn't have stopped to turn around after that shot. He's gonna be injured. I don't know if he's gone down or not. No, he's still alive. He's keeping his team in it here. Getting a decap, running off. Well played by Brazil there. I quite like that. Just stretching out to the Fable team, but he hasn't got a team to go back to, which is the issue. They're all taken out, and the triple cap does flash up. The home hill retake's going to be taken on. Crazed on his knees here after taking out primary. It's going to get a revive maybe, but no, the headshot comes out. Well played by Redline, looking for the double kill. Does not get it, but Pulsars does pick up and drops himself. Nice lot of trading here. It seems to go in Fable's favour. And there we go. We see the 2-1. The rounds coming in thick and fast right now. Fable, a couple of quick rounds in their favour. DZ drawn it out a little bit longer, but you know, 2-1 here. 2-1, and look at the stats. No real outliers right now. Seems to be pretty even across the board. Brazil maybe could do a little bit more for his team at the moment, but he does need a team to do that. You saw them drop pretty quickly around him then.
Exactly, yeah.
So he's got to be careful. It is DZ's pick now. They're going to try and force more of this fight up onto the pumping station area. They were looking at that in the first round when they lost the first round, to try and put the sniper up there, and we're deliberating whether or not to go to the cross on the platform or the sniper up at the top. Looks like they've decided to place a weapon up there now. Is the grenades. Just maybe trying to force the fight up into the pumping station a little bit more, rather than this plat area that they seem to be losing.
Yeah, 100%. So it's just basically Phelpsy been coming up. He's been coming up from platform, and he's been getting kills time and time again. So whoever's playing their platform is not really watching him well enough, or not taking the fight, or they're just not doing enough. And I don't know if Primary is able to see Rage here. We'll know he's there now. So they've ended up they've decided to change the way the fight's happening, because they've lost the initial every time, which is a very smart play. They've moved it away from their home hills, and now they've just got to see what they can do over towards this B and see if RMJ is able to get anything here.
Yeah, he's looking for a nice angle. Nothing coming through just yet. The nades did go in the favour of Fable. I'm not sure if they've been used or not yet, but we'll see soon. Probably have, seeing as nothing's coming out. Hydro just bombing himself around the corner. Takes out RMJ. Quick gib there. We do see a down as well at the back of the control room, but picked up quickly. Gonna get out of here. Pulsar's trying to make his way around, just pushing back over to the pipe to support his team. There is a fight going on behind us. But it seems to have cleared up now as Fable have taken over this B hill area. We'll see what Primary does against this 2 kill. We see a fight up to the right on the pipe. Pulsars is going to win that one. Phelpsy dropped, but will be helped out by J-Rage again. J-Rage doing good work on these pipes.
No, yeah, he definitely is. He stays alive very well, and he also puts a lot of damage down for his team. And he's just a nuisance in general, to be honest, to actually kill and get off where he is. But Primary's done very well to take out a kill, and he's been able to catch a B for his team. So shortly, DZ will take the lead, and basically we're going to have to see what Fable are able to do about actually getting a break and countering what they're doing. So as we've seen again, they go for the overextend towards the home hills, and you've got Hydron coming short, while the rest of his team, I imagine 2 of them will be going wide, but doesn't look like they've synchronized that very well, and Hydron's gone a bit... Yeah, he's on a bit early compared to his team. Now this should be 3 kills for DZ with no problem, but Crazy's managed to come clutch again and save his team in a dire situation.
Yeah, he's got to be careful here. He's actually in the swarm spawn there. They pushed right out wide just to try and force the angle on the guy on the meat shield there. A lot of damage taken. He will drop on the ramp up to the truck at this A hill area. No one going to be there for Fable to help him out, so he's going to drop quickly. The points It's evening out a little bit here, 158, 159 to about 150 on Fable side, but they do have the double cap, so it's gonna be quite a late round this one, as we see this push come in from Redline and Co. Phelpsy's gonna take out one. He's picked up the nades as well. The kicks come in. Are we gonna see the stab? No stab and grab, but the kill will come in nonetheless. Good nades, trying to buy himself some time. Will get taken out, but does trade himself out. So 1 for 1, not too bad. They want to pick up this last kill. J-Rage does drop in the end. And solid round. We see Craze with the overextension, but Pulse is waiting for him over there. Let's jump on board with Hydra and see if we can help get out of this situation at all. Nice kill on Brazil, but the points are going to tick down into DZ's favour.
Absolutely. Too little too late for Fable there. So again, Craze was come on clutch in DZ's base there to actually keep his team in the round a little bit longer. He was then cleaned out as he was trying to get the decap. He then tried to run away, but he was then landed down. That looks a bit crazy. There we go. Just seeing all those dead bodies on the floor. It's like, what? But yeah, no, he did very well again. Say a lot of these little plays that he's doing, he's not doing a lot of outstanding plays consistently, but the plays that he are doing, they are vital. Even though he went back to the winning of that round, but it's still important what he did for the time being. I don't know what exactly Fable are going to put down.
Long shot in place.
Sniper in pit. Right, so
maybe trying to draw that fight back away from the pumping station a little in response to the grenades.
Yeah,
could be something to stretch the map. It's an interesting one for sure. There's a lot of opportunity to rotate from that pit though. We do see a fight going on here. Let's jump on board with Primary as he pushes through this platform area. It's going to be a 2v3 actually, Redline. Actually, it will be a 2v2. Sammy's having none of that. Gets the double kill. That was a beautiful turn. Phelpsy has dropped behind him. And he's got a meat shield as well. So Redline versus Sammy for this long shot. Very red still. Sammy's healed up finally, and a beautiful full bomb over the top of the cover there. Long shot in Sammy's favour. Let's see what he can do with this weapon now. He's won it for himself. Don't think he's going to get time to. 3 seconds left before the trip cap. Primary decides he's going to just headline for the ring. Not enough time. Very quick round again. It seems to be trading. Long rounds for DZ seem to be winning in their favour. Short rounds, Fable decided to take the wins on those.
Yeah, it's definitely so. Fable want to keep it short and sweet, you know what I mean, just beat the round out and end quickly. DZ, it's not that they're not able to, it doesn't appear that they're actually getting the opportunity to be able to close these rounds that quickly. That's why a lot of the rounds that they're winning are scrappier rounds. Another thing that was beautiful about what Sammy was able to do there was the fact that he was... the classic beard, just such a great skin.
Are you trying to sell some more packs here?
No, actually not, yeah, but just classic beard's just brilliant. Like, honestly,
it is a great skin.
So good, just seeing them old goggles and beard with hair, it's just refreshing.
There he is himself. Let's have a look at what he's doing this round. It looks to be another fight over at this platform area. We still on the first rotation of hills, so we are still going to see the snipe up. The red line has got it this time, but a nice cross coming in. Let's see if see if we can find Redline. Actually, let's just jump on board with this fight. It's right in front of us. See what RMJ can do. He's going to go wide, going to get a good shot, and Phelps is going to be flanked actually. Redline behind him. Redline has dropped, and he did have the sniper with him, so that's the sniper out of the game. Sammy picking up a beautiful double. Craze coming in to pick up the third, and that's 3 members dead from DZ. Nice start. Sammy dropping again. He's got to be careful. He's on his last down now. Craze just popping away with that Markser, doing some good damage. There we go, dropping Brazil as well.
Yeah, so yeah, great play with the Markser there. We know how strong the Markser is. It's such a great weapon. Nice skin on it as well. And it's one of my favourite weapons on the game. I didn't like it at the start, but I don't know. It's just such a joy to use, isn't it?
It does. It feels good. It's got nice feedback on it. It does the work as well that you want it to do. Pretty accurate. Can use it a lot of different situations, so yeah, it's a nice drop, nice pickup. You see the domination flashing up again. Phelpsy taking out Primary, and it's going to be a hard hold here for DZ. Long respawn time is coming in. We see 18 seconds, 20 seconds on the clock. That's going to be it. That's going to be another round for Fable. Fable picking up the pace a little bit here in map 2 of this quarter-final match. It is 4-2 in their favour. They did win the first map 7-6. Fable looking to close this one out and move on to the semi-final.
Yeah, absolutely. So that was the end of the first half on Dam there. So if you're DZ 4-2, it's starting to look a little bit. So what is it? Don't turn a molehill into a mountain, and it's looking at what they're doing. If they could have got that to 3-3 going into this, a massive difference, 2-round difference against this Fable team. If they're able to just keep their self-focus and lock down for these next 3 rounds, they should be able to take this. But DZ are definitely still in it, regardless of them being two rounds down. It's just about what they're able to actually do themselves. See if they still have the belief there that they had in the last map.
Yeah, that's true. We are on board with Phelpsy fighting a 1v3. He's taken out by Primary. Brazil's going to be defending behind. He just see Sammy come in and takes him out. Beautiful little one-shot there. Down's crazed as well. Brazil doing good work this round. We see the F-Hill hasn't been capped just yet, so looks like they're going to be tracking back and capturing that. Nice down crossfire on point there from DZ. They're going to grab a two-hill lead, but it is, as you said, onto the new hill round. So Respawn's going to have reset. They're going to be pretty quick. We can see already on the screen Fable back on their feet and kind of pushing their way around this pumping station area. Try and get the recap on the home by the looks of things. Maybe not. Maybe rotate into the middle. They decided otherwise.
Yeah, so there's no fights going on at the moment. If you just quickly have a look at the overhead, see what the next possession play is. So a couple of people are set up on the platform. It looks like they're going to be working their way around the outside of the map towards the pumping station just to see what they're able to do. And there is a play being with 3 people going towards Pulses now. 2 of them going for Pulses. Pulse has been able to take out 1, but Hydrone is actually on the decap. Unfortunately, Pulses wasn't able to take out Sammy. So that's 3 people over towards the DZ home hill now. And that leaves the rest of the DZ team stranded over towards the E. And they've tried to do a late push towards the Fable home hill. Redland's been taken out. Brazil's been taken out. Now Primary's been able to pick up a kill, and also RMJ's been able to pick up a kill. So the trades are pretty even as it goes at the minute. And unfortunately, another Fable member falls there.
Yeah, just traps out on the sandbag. It's a very close round. We see the points here, exactly even. Ticking up now, just a little bit in Fable's favour. We see the cross lancer coming in from behind RMJ as he tries to take on Hydrone, fails at the attempt there, and looks to me like Fable are going to clean up house a little bit here. We see 2 dead now from DZ, and they're slowly gaining a point lead here after capping this E-hill.
Yeah, no, they are, and so they're in a great position now to put this into 5-2, and then to try and slowly put this to bed. But still, DZ they can't actually be discouraged about this. They've still got time for one more push. Just need to wait for everybody to be up on the same page. All they need is that one more push, one big break, and they will be able to get themselves back into this round. But as we've seen so far, the scrappy rounds have gone in favour of DZ. But with those 2 deaths, it does not look likely that they are going to be able to take this, unless the Golden Chicken can actually get the kill here on the home hill.
It's going to be so fast. I mean, 3 hills now in the favour of Fable. Starting to run away with this one a little bit. 5-2, 3 rounds in a row. They're starting to gather a little bit of steam here, and yeah, starting to play a little nicer. That was actually a longer round than they're used to in their wins, but win nonetheless they did. And we can see on the board, the stats board here, we got 1 player over the 10 kill mark for Pulses and Co for DZ.
Yeah, and that is the Shepherd in red line. So he's the only member of the team actually putting up a high number of kills. That's what I like to see. So you know things aren't going too well for you. Put the boom down. They've shown that they're able to beat them in actual shotgun fights. And like you was mentioning before about the team, it says to Fable, it's not going to matter. It doesn't matter if you win by an inch or a mile. So like Fast and Furious quote, winning's winning. So they're not going to matter how it is that they win, as long as they do so.
It's true. And Redline will pick up the first one. It's going to trade out though. It is now 4v4. Oh! 2 more kills going in the favour, but Phelpsy's picked up a beautiful little double. Be careful here with the boom shot. Redland played that well, really well. Tries to go for the melee, but just gets steamrolled by Phelpsy, who's going to try and look for his 4th kill of this round. He gets dropped, just dancing on the cover there, expecting RMJ to miss. RMJ, as we've seen earlier, pretty handy with his shotgun, so tempting fate there, I think. But noob roll straight into Sammy. The boom shot probably going to go in the way of Fable as well. That's something we should keep an eye on. Let's see what Hydrone does with this boom shot. He's a bit weak, so he's going to keep his health back. But once he's back on his feet, now he is, try and make some decent play with this.
Absolutely. Such a massive play from Phelpsy again. A clutch play coming up. So they've lost the boom, they lost the first couple of kills. Phelpsy's come through, he's gone bit back, and then he's managed to kill the game with the boom shot, and then he's then put a lot of damage down onto RMJ. say, the boom shot was wasted in the end by a Hydro, but he has managed to draw him out of cover and put him weak. But, Phelpsy did fantastic again. Another clutch play coming up from one of these Fable players. And speaking of clutch plays, what's Hydro got here? He's taken out 2. He's been unfortunate. He's not been able to take out the third man. He's actually flanked in the back.
Yeah, that's unlucky there. Maybe the meat shield pickup was not his intended action, but well played nonetheless. Picked up 2, pulled a lot of pressure over to that middle area. DZ, however, 2 hills up to 1 here. A few points in the lead, about 40 points in the lead. We are seeing J-Rage get a kill. Not sure where that was on the map. Let's have a look at the overhead. We see the pumping station push coming in. Looks to be just gaining a little bit of map control, strangling DZ out of this platform just before the retake comes on. They've got to do it fast though. They are losing quite a lot of points at this stage. They're taking a while to set up these plays.
Absolutely. But when it comes to this stage, they're going to know when the boom's coming up, and you're going to make your push forward just before the boom comes up. So if you win the fight, you get the boom, you take it towards the home when you win the round. But if you push earlier and then you're not set up to make the boom push, then you're just going to lose boom for free for no reason. So they can afford to actually lose a few of these minutes. But the boom has gone into the hands of Brazil. Brazil's been able to pick up 1. Redline's been able to take 1 back. Primary's took 1 back. Brazil's been traded out at Hydra, so we've got boom down and out on the floor again. But that's going to be picked up there by Pulsers.
Yeah, I'd like to see him take this to win the round now. He has seen Fable pushing over towards his home hill.
No.
Got to be careful. Got to be careful. I wouldn't go for this boom shot if I were him. He is looking for the decap, but
Don't blow yourself up.
he's taken out quickly. Well played, Pulsers, just to draw him out of cover with a boom there. Didn't really need to use it in any case. He has got it to defend this E hill, this central hill. Doesn't really matter. His team has got it behind him. Just going to hold up there. And that was not what he wanted at all. Blew himself up. Phelpsy's surviving. Phelpsy's going to come in, clean up. It's all going downhill for DZ. I'm only kidding. Primary's there. He's going to hold the ring, and that's going to be a round in DZ's favour. Not the best boom shot player, I've got to say.
No, definitely not. Do you know, I could sense it happening. I could sense something not going to work. So I even sensed, like, when he whipped the boom shot out and he was having a fight on E, I thought he was going to boom his team. And then when he turned around and didn't look at his back, I thought he was going to get flanked with boom out and lose boom for his team. And then that didn't happen. And then he ended up blowing himself to pieces. So, yeah, of course, it's a bit unfortunate. It's just that he's not been able to trade it off of Phelps. It looks 10 times worse if you haven't actually got the trade off. But his team still won the round anyway, so he's not going to be thinking about that too much. And I just want to see, so they won the initial again, but it was Phelpsy who saved his team from losing that round at the start. They still lost it in the end, but he did keep him in it for a little bit longer. Let's see how they do on the initial for this boom shot this time around.
Just going to switch round to this pit fight here. It's been quite a contested area, especially with the boom shot in. Brazil's picking up 1, but Craze is going to reply. The boom shot fight still going on, 3-3 at the moment. Pulsers, getting a bit of damage down. Sammy has managed to take him out, but RMJ and Redline picked up 2 kills. It's a 1v2 situation. Don't have your lance right there, mate. You're going to be careful. Ooh, he's managed to play his distances quite well. Redline coming in with a big assist there on that kill, to be quite honest. Boom shot has gone in their favour again, though. Got to be careful. Redline picking up the kill, showing his teammates how to use the boom. And 2 hills in the favour of DZ again.
That's also another thing that I like that not a lot of people do, is what Phelps has just done there. Now, they've just picked up the boom shot, okay? And what you want to do is you want to make them use those boom shots as quick as possible without losing, with losing as little as possible. So he's just ran in there and got Redline to burn a boom shot straight away. So that's 1 boom shot down. Now, if you just do that again and wait for your, just don't you and your teammate do it at too close of an interval, because that's when you will start to lose too much of the map pressure and you end up getting 3 cap. You do that, you wait for them to respawn and you die again and you're in a 4v5. That's absolutely fine, and you burn 2 boom shots and they've gained nothing. So you need to see teams actually do that more when they're actually up against the boom shot.
Yeah, I do get what you're saying. It's maybe like a 30-second trade-off, but for 2 boom shots and no map pressure, you take that over a trip cap, let's say.
Absolutely.
So yeah, we have to watch out for that again. It was well played by Fable. We do see the push from Sammy coming around this pit side. Boom shot not going to be up for quite a while. Looks like Pulsers is going to be coming in as reinforcements. Arrive, Primary, trying to get out of the situation. He's pulled straight into a box. That's not going to help him at all. Just seeing what's going on the other side of the map. We see Hydron coming with quite a big overextension. Looks like he's going to go for the F hill while the fight's happening down at the pit. Not much action going on up here.
No, so yeah, it's pretty quiet with people coming off spawn at the moment. So there's, but say that Trip Cap out of nowhere coming in for Fable. Hydrone's took out one. Hydrone's taken out two. Hydrone's taken out three. Is he going to get another? The 4-piece. Is Little Ben going to be able to do it? The rest of his team, reinforcements have arrived. And it looks like Fable are going to see this out. And that is now 6-3.
6-3 match point here for Fable. They'll be looking to close this one out in the next round and move on to that semi-final match, awaiting Era or Stimulate. DZ got a lot ahead of them now. They need to win, 4 in a row here. They've got another map to come if that happens. It's Forge Blitz as well, so that's a pick from Fable. Difficult ask, I must say. We are just in a bracket update. Supremacy coming in, beating Radiant. It's 1-1 in the Era versus Stimulate game, which is quite an exciting prospect there.
Absolutely. We briefly touched on that before this game started, and was mentioning about how they performed recently in the last LAN event. So, so what you could potentially say is the 2 strongest teams that we have at the tournament at the moment are both showing vulnerabilities. So I don't know if it's vulnerabilities. The teams have been getting better, but either way, we'll touch back on that in just a moment, because we do have what could potentially be the final round coming in now for Fable.
Yeah, we are going to see a 1v1 at this baby steps area. This is quite a key fight here as well. We are going to see the boom shot go down in Hydrone's favour. The 1v1 is still coming out. J-Rage going to drop. The boom shot's still alive, I think. Looks to be picked up there. But be careful. Hydrone's still got a shot left in that boom. He's going to trade it back out. He traded out his Nasher for the. That's why he had to go back there. Traded out his Nasher, so couldn't help join in that quick fight. DZ doing well to notice that and pick up on that and utilise that mistake and that timing there from Fable. It's still not going to mean much in terms of points. We are going to see Primary pick up a kill here. J-Rage and Co pushing around this pit side.
What's it? We've got no boomer on the map now. Obviously, with that being burned. I'm not really. You see Pulsar's combination there. He's got the gold locust, graffiti shotgun, some multicoloured lancer. I don't know what's happening. It's a right rainbow, but not really the best sight to look at. But when actually looking at the gameplay, he's been fantastic. Great start there, Phelpsy as well. Like he is their star player. He has to be. Like I know Craze kept them in, but it looks like with potential free cap is coming in.
No, that way. Primary did drop. It's up to Phelpsy to defend this. Looks like DZ have given up. They know they can't get there in time. Fable pushing themselves through in the end there, 7-3. We can see them on the screen now. They don't look ecstatic about that, I've got to say. But it is a victory nonetheless. They will move on to the semi-final, awaiting Era or Stimulate. We see the DZ guys here just packing up, just moving out. Tough loss for them, I think, after that first map.
Yeah, definitely. Say that first map, if they had won that, they'd have been riding off momentum and they would have gone through. I could have seen them actually taking that 2-0, but with how much energy that saps from you losing it, so winning it, yeah, it takes a lot of energy when you win it, but losing it is just absolutely dire. It's just like, why? We had it won. It was in the bag. So it's really hard. It was something really, really hard to bounce back from. I'm sure they wouldn't have let it affect them too much, especially with the older players of Brazil and Redline in the team. But it's something that is really hard to bounce back from, and it's such a tough loss.
Okay, so as we do see, 7-3, 7-6 on the score. The next match coming up is going to be a very, very good match. We're going to see Supremacy versus Team Cryptic. Just so you know, that's 2nd seed against 3rd seed. The seeds are matching out as basically they've been predicted. So I think that's going to be a fantastic match coming up there. Supremacy off a 2-0 win over Radiant Esports. And of course, Cryptic defeating Most Wanted earlier in the day. Yep. They're storming through the bottom side of that bracket, to be quite honest with you. They're doing really, really well. So yeah, that's going to be our next game coming up. Anything you'd like to say about that game?
Well, to say, like I was mentioning about Liam earlier, I think it's, so Liam God on Team Cryptic. I said earlier that I think he's actually the best individual player on the game. Now, this is based off playing with him online. I haven't actually seen him play at LAN. I know he went to Gfinity London or Paris. He went to one of the two. He might have gone to both, but I think it might have been Paris. And so, no, it was definitely London. And yeah, watching him play online, I think he's actually the best player I've actually played with on this game and I've actually seen on this game. So I'm actually really looking forward to watching him and see what he's actually able to produce on main stage against one of the best teams in Europe. So this French squad of Supremacy, they are really top. They've really they've really shone in the last few weeks, especially in the last 4 2Ks. I think they've actually won 2 of them. So it might be 2 of the last 4, 2 of the last 3. So they're definitely putting in the work and they know what they're doing. And so that most wanted team, regardless of their change, is not going to be an easy team just to walk through. So they might actually, those 2 teams might potentially be looking at the strongest teams here over Fable and Era. So we'll just have to see when they actually go head to head.
I think you're right there, and I think one thing to point out is, out of all the teams here, they're one of the 2 teams that have got real pro circuit experience from season 1.
Absolutely.
Era and Cryptic, obviously very good teams, like you said. Led Liam God, fantastic player. But the pro circuit experience does come into account at this later stage in the tournament. And Supremacy are one of those teams that, you know, they've flown out to America a few times. They've played around the European scene as well for a very, very long time together.
Yeah.
And yeah, they're one of the teams that we should definitely be keeping an eye on this weekend. Yeah, I think that's going to be it's going to be about it for us. Probably go to a short break, I think. But yeah, coming up next, we've got Supremacy versus Team Cryptic. Please stay tuned.